All right, welcome everybody. It is David Thomas. I got Mr. Jay Woolwine with me as always. We are here to shoot your weekly dose of motivation, inspiration, and education. So we jump on here every week to hopefully impart value to your life, whether it's trading related mindset or personal development. That's what we like to talk about each week because it all bleeds together, as you might know. So today we're going to be talking about, and we've mentioned kind of similar topic on this before, but we're talking about delayed gratification. It's crazy how many people think and expect instant success. They try something for a week, they don't see immediate results, they call it a scam or they say it doesn't work. But in reality, nothing worth having is going to come instantly. We live in this microwave society where people expect these overnight results, overnight success. But the truth is, everything meaningful, whether it's building your portfolio, building wealth, learning a skill, getting in shape, it all requires time and effort. Think about it. Every successful person that you can think of that you admire got where they are because they understood the value of delayed gratification. They were willing to put in the work, long hours, day and night before they saw any kind of rewards. Yet so many people just quit just because they haven't started seeing results yet. It's like planting a seed, and Jay's mentioned this before. I remember him using this analogy in the past. It's like planting that seed and then digging it up the next day. It hasn't turned into a tree yet, so it doesn't work. That's just not how life works. And the craziest part, the longer you're willing to wait and put in the work, the bigger the rewards tend to be, whether it's investing money, working on your health, or even, personal development, what you're doing right now by watching this episode. Delayed gratification is the key to real lasting success.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at something as simple as I don't know, working out, right? So many people like go to the gym for a couple of weeks and then they step on the scale or they look in the mirror, and when they don't see any major changes, they're like, well, it just isn't working, right? And if they actually stuck to it, right, for 6 months or a year or longer, right, for years, they'd see the results that would blow them away, right? And it's not just fitness. I mean, financial success is the same way, right? People who invest consistently over decades end up wealthy, right? While the ones who look for the quick money, the get rich quick schemes, right? They end up broke or frustrated or both, right? And if people really understood the power of compound interest, if you know what compound interest is, think about it, right? And then think about that in your, not just in money, but in your life, right? Like putting in that effort and how it compounds, right? And it grows, just like David said, right? The longer you can delay it, the better, the more that it grows, right? If people could just do that, if they understood that compound interest in money and life, they'd be so much more better, so much better off, right? They'd be more patient, right? Because they know that it's paying off long term, right? Warren Buffett used to say, the key to wealth is time in the market, right? Not timing the market. And everybody's trying to do it the other way around.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, discipline beats motivation every single time. People get fired up when they start something new, but the second the excitement fades, they quit. But the ones who stick with it, they're the ones who actually win in the long run. Look at Olympic athletes. They train for years. Sometimes literally their whole life has been spent training for one event, one moment that could define their life, their career. And yet most people struggle to commit even a few months to something before giving up. Why? Because they don't see the bigger picture. And I get it. Waiting is hard. Nobody likes to wait. Everybody wants everything right now. I do too, But doing something without an immediate reward, even though it's frustrating, is inevitable if you want that success. People don't realize the ability to delay that gratification is one of the biggest predecessors to success there's ever been. There's a reason studies have shown that kids who resist eating, one marshmallow in order to get two later on, they end up doing better in life. That simple skill of that delayed gratification, choosing those long-term rewards over that short-term pleasure can make or break your future.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's obvious when you think about it, people just don't, right? I mean, look at any area of life where people are struggling, right? Whether it's poor finances or making unhealthy lifestyle choices, right? Or lack of progress at your job, right? So much of it really just boils down to making the wrong decisions and chasing the quick, right? The instant gratification instead of doing what's better in the long run, right? And instead of saving money, they spend it on something they don't need, right? Instead of eating healthy, they go for what's convenient at the time, right? Instead of putting in the work, doing meal prep or whatever it is, right? To build that skill, maybe they're binge watching TV, right? Instead of spending that time, building a skill. And then they wonder why nothing changes, right? But if they shifted their mindset and thought long term, right, their lives would be in a completely different place, right? Success it's not complicated. Right? It's just it's being consistent over time, right? But because people don't see that immediate result, right, they assume something's wrong or they're doing it wrong and they quit, right? And in reality, they just needed to keep going.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, it's not about those giant leaps. It's about making small, smart choices every single day. The monotonous activity, right? You don't need to see progress right away. If you stay consistent, the results will come. But most people don't trust the process. They think that if they don't see instant success, they're failing. But think about it this way. If you improve just 1% every single day, by the end of the year, you're not 365% better. You're actually over 37 times better, right? Because
37,
37,
a
exactly.
magic number.
Because of the way the compound effect works. That's the power of delayed gratification. Small efforts done consistently, they lead to massive results. The real question is, are you willing to wait for that reward? Because the people who are patient, they're the ones who win in the end.
Exactly. And the difference between people who succeed and win in the end and the people who don't, right? The winners are the ones that don't play the long game, right? If you don't play the long game, you're unlikely to end up in the winner circle, right? That those winners don't need to see results right away, right? They know and they trust the process that if they keep putting in the work, the results will come, right? And the best part, when you really do achieve what you've been working for, the reward is so much sweeter. Like David said, right? It's the longer you wait, it's that compound interest, right? Because you actually earned it, right? When you put in the work, you stay disciplined and you stick with it, or you stuck with it, right? When other people quit, that feeling is priceless, right? It sounds like one of those commercials. uh, so people can keep chasing the quick fixes, right? The quick buck, but the real key to success, like we've been talking about, is patience, discipline, and delaying gratification, right? It's just being consistent, right? If you master delayed gratification, there's literally nothing that you can't achieve.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Patience is the price of success. The question is, are people willing to pay that price? Because if they are, they're going to realize that delayed gratification isn't a sacrifice, it's an investment in your future that's definitely worth waiting for. All right. So we appreciate you watching today. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. God bless everyone, and we will see you back into the week. All right. Take care. Bye.
See you guys.